Okay, so just a quick one right now before I continue on to this game. Pokemon challenges will resume. It's just as of right now, I've just got way too much training to do and I'm a bit lazy right now. I've done a bit on a few of them, but for now, just a little thing. Alundra, I've not played that for a while, so I've forgotten the controls, but I will integrate myself, so I'll play that again. So, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for Game Boy Color. Not actually a bad game. Dear Mr. Potter, you have been accepted to Hogwarts School, Witchcraft Wizardry. Yours sincerely, Albus Dumbledore, Headmaster. And this is actually quite good, as you can tell by the art style. This is very Game Boy Color-esque. For those of you that know, there's about millions of copies of Philosopher's Stone on virtually every console going: PC, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and probably more, and they're all different. I'm not jumping on this train or I'm going to compare, no. I vaguely remember it on PlayStation 1, and I think I remember playing it on GameCube, though don't quote me on that one. It's been so long that I'm actually mixing what happens in one to what happens in the other. So, anyway, this is the PlayStation 1. Hello, this is Hagrid. Welcome to Diagon Alley, Harry. I've never been to a place like this before. That's because there is none like it. This is Ollivander's One Shop. As you can see by the sign, I'll go in and see to you getting a wand. You can explore a bit if you'd like, before you can join me inside. When you open this game, you get all the languages. Obviously, I'm playing English UK version, so this game will be known as the Philosopher's Stone. If you play the US version, it'll be known as the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm not going to open a debate on what it should be, or which is what, or what is which, or who, what, when, where, or whatever. It's not really my cup of tea. But let's head inside. And this is us. Hello. Don't run from every creature you encounter. You can't defeat stronger creatures unless you defeat weaker creatures now. Yeah. We have nothing. Also, this has a equipment stage. You can equip gloves, boots, a hat, robe, and a belt. Yeah, I have no items. Ingredients encyclopedia. I believe there's some sort of like brewing components or something. Yeah, because we'll get to that. Folium Mage, I can't remember what they do. I've got to go in there, but let's explore the Owlery. She got to say, defeat weaker monsters now, and you'll defeat stronger monsters later. Oh yeah, cock block me, why don't, if I'm getting into wherever. Cauldron Shop. All this is thing, because at the time we have no money. Oh yeah, there's also another thing, but we'll get to that. Oh, let's go into the thing. The Nimbus 2000. Hello young man, are you a first year student? I will be soon. You know I can't sell to you, of course, but look around all you like. Obviously, and those that know, you get one anyway. Anyway, let's go into Ollivander's. Hello Harry, this is Mr. Ollivander. He'll set you up with a wand. Come find me later at Gringotts Bank. There is only one wand for every wizard. We'll have to test a few before we find yours. Let's try this one. Nothing. Obviously not the right one for you. Maybe you'll have better luck with this one. Nothing. Still not working. You must need a very special one. I have an idea. Try this one. It's made of holly with a phoenix feather core. We found just the one for you, Harry Potter. It is equipped with spells for Pendo and Vermilius Uno, which will protect you in magic encounters. I can't pay for it though. Hagrid has arranged for 119 sickles to be charged to your account at Gringotts. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sure you'll put your wand to good use. And we received Harry's wand. Now, continuity error with what he's just said. Thank you. Oh no, Harry Potter, thank you. You have received your wand and the most necessary equipment for any witch or wizard. You can now cast the first of many spells you will learn. I'll get to the rest of that in a minute. Continuity errors. He's just said then there's only one wand for every wizard. Yeah, as you learn in later games, or let's say world as a whole, that Harry uses a multitude of wands. His wand breaks in Deathly Hallows and he uses Draco's wand, and then even before that, after his wand's broken, he uses a Snatcher's wand, which then gets confiscated at him at Draco Manor. The point I'm trying to make is continuity is that they're saying, oh, one per customer, but this isn't a thing. I think it's just a one per customer sort of thing. Yeah. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about this. For the game, you can buy or pick up random pieces of equipment. Come to New Game Plus, all that equipment, all the best equipment you have gotten from the very last few enemies, like after you defeat Fluffy, go down the trapdoor, where you're facing all the vines and all that, you can find I think this is what it's called, a Blizzard Cloak. It's no elemental stuff, it's just what it's called, a Blizzard Cloak, which goes in there, and that has the highest defense, I believe. Comes to New Game Plus, you can't get that. In fact, everything. The only thing that stays, I think, maybe your level, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that one, because it has been so long, and that I have a feeling if I load up the Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance and then put that in, I think the battery may have run dry where all data may have been permanently erased. Not a bad thing. But as I said, there is something else which we'll get to when we get there. So, usually in little nick it and pocket bits, you can find different bits and bobs. Oh, hello, kid. Hey, aren't you Harry Potter? Well, you are, aren't you? And if you're here, it means you're finally going to Hogwarts. Does everyone know everything about me? This is going to be great. Harry Potter at Hogwarts. Is there anything I can do for you? Do you need any famous witches and wizards cards? I don't know what they are. Oh, they're the best. They're cards you collect and trade, and you can make card combinations that create magic. Sounds better than playing solitaire. I used to do that a lot. I have a lot of spare cards. I'd be honoured to give some of them to you. There are 4 different decks you can collect here. Pick the one you want to start with. Okay, we've got Merwin the Malicious, Gregory the Smarmy, Gulliver Pokeby, Justice Pillywickle. Go with this one because I like the Malicious. And I don't really know what's what of anything because I'll explain that in a minute. This deck looks interesting. There are 2 more things you need. One's at Folio Magi, where you store your card collection. I received the Folio Magi. And the other thing you'll need is a Folio Triplicus. You store your card combinations in. It will even throw a couple. I'll even throw a couple of combinations in for free. Right, once this is finished, you receive card combination. Set it up a bit for you. Thank you, this is very generous. I was glad to do it. Boy, wait, oh, I'll tell the guys I helped Harry Potter. To view your Folio Magi and Folio blah, yeah, go to main menu and select Folio Magi or Folio Triplicus. Right. Here is all the cards you can get. You know what's funny? I specifically like Merlin the Malicious and it doesn't even show to give me a Merlin card. There we go. Gideon Clump plays bagpipes with a popular wizarding band, the Weird Sisters. Curly Duke plays lead guitar with the popular wizarding band, the Weird Sisters. Plays cello. Plays drums. Right, okay. In battle, you can use these cards and they do special effects. I'm not 100% on all of them. I only know one, really. If you complete the game with and win the House Cup, because you can lose, I think. You can lose. I believe you can actually lose the House Cup in-game. Like you can in the other games, despite Dumbledore trying to rig it for you at the end. Because it all plays out still normal. You get points, you find points, you do all that. You'll receive, at the very end, a Harry Potter card. If you do New Game Plus, and you use this Harry Potter card, you unlock every spell. Virtually every spell. Even spells you didn't even know existed in the first playthrough you do. You unlock the first spell. Every spell. I can't remember if New Game Plus you carry over your level, so you keep your mana, your magic pool, or your magic points. HP, but as you do get every spell, some are a lot better than others. But this being the first game, you are on your own. You do not get any help through the game. You may have a party of people following you. You run into something, it's literally just you battling. You're on your own. I don't know if I'm going to make this a thing, but if I do and I go through the game, if I do get that far and I do complete it, I'll show you what I mean unlocking everything through the Harry Potter card. Anyway, drone. these give you special things, obviously. That's a whole. The classic classic Game Boy speaker quality. Ow. Let's see. I got no money, got no nothing. While I'm in Diagon Alley, which you only hear about 2 or 3 times, I think 2, but don't quote me on that. There's your free heal spot. There's the store. This is an encounter. You're about to enter a magical encounter and have several options. Spell lets you cast a spell. Item allows you to use item. Card lets you create a card effect with famous witches and wizards card. Flee lets you attempt to escape. From the encounter, your magic, stamina and magic points are shown in the display to the right. And this is basically it. It's a turn-based RPG, basically. And for all of us, that's all we have. The enemies can fill up this entire space, and we are still on our own. For Pendo Uno, for Pendo 1, it wasn't until I learned from Pokemon Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres 1, 2, 3 did I actually understand this part. This is how much the spell costs. That's just a standard cost. Didn't cost anything. It was just a simple, you faint, you die sort of thing. Now see, it now costs a bit of money. 22 damage. For those of you who are familiar with understand certain things, they were simple, all spells, virtually effects thing. I think there's a few spells that are area of effect that do multiple. But I do not believe there's a spell that can go attack an opponent here and there's one behind it. Because there's one I'm thinking of that basically doesn't really do a beam, but sort of like a beam effect where you fire it and it's just like a something like that, but more glittery and sparkly. If I find it or get it later, you'll see. If I remember, that's a git to find. If I remember correctly, that specific one I'm talking about is a git to find. I only ever found it once, and after that, I only ever got it after using a Harry Potter card. It does devastating damage. I think it costs about 32 magic points, so it is quite expensive, but it is quite devastating. I think. Don't quote me on any of this. Yeah, and that's basic combat. Obviously, we've got some sickles there as well. We also have a level system. Which you'll see in a minute, hopefully. Right, we found pumpkin pasty. That's how we heal. That's the XP we get. I think we'll level up shortly because I think the next level was 12. I don't really want to go look because I don't want to be proven wrong. And that's our money. We've not gotten that much money, so let's see here. Here's a shop. Buy chocolate frogs where we can get cards. All these licorice ones, cauldron cake, pumpkin pass, all of them restore HP. Let's get that. Tastes great, and there's a card in there too. Ah, there we go. We've got Merlin the Malicious. credited with the invention of many unpleasant jinxes and hexes. And I believe that number 1, either that means I've only got 1 in the pack, and if I use that it's gone, or something. I can't remember, because it has been a while, if that actually plays a part in it. Because I don't mind if they go or not. But using this, they can be quite devastating. Next level 13. Okay, whatever. Right, HP and thing. I believe it was free to heal in the plaster room. Hello, can I get healed? Hello. I can see you're hurt. Would you like me to heal you? Yes, please. What do you charge? There's no charge. It is my duty to heal all who ask. Yeah. I am completely healed. There, that should feel better. Thank you, lady. Because I remember having to rub against the wall, just pressing the A button. Because secrets can literally be anywhere and there's no real way to know where a secret is. Let's do a couple more of these and I'll show you the level up progression. I would also kind of say you could probably fill up your entire folio magi just by being here, grinding money, XP and whatnot, and just buying the chocolate frogs. I'm just hoping you get lucky. You could technically fill out your thing, but I don't believe you get the Harry Potter card. Oh, you have gained a new level. 1 strength, 2 defense, all that. I don't know what does what, because all I can say is I think strength is just the power of your spells, because you don't really go and punch anything, you don't physically have strength. Defense, magic defense, I think that's all thing. Agility, I believe that, I don't know. I think that may be if you go first in the battle in the order, but I think you might always go first anyway. So yeah, I don't know what any of that means. But now see, once we leveled up, everything you go up. Since I was at 40 stamina before, the 11 stamina upgrade has given me 11 more HP, so that's where that comes in. So swings and roundabouts really. So, and that's the basics of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for Game Boy Color. I don't usually do, but I usually grind out a few levels. Not because, ooh, wow, that's a point. Can a Flipendo actually do some more damage? Maybe. Well, yeah, it does a bit more damage. And eventually you get to a point where when you get stronger spells, the only issue is, as you kept saying there, when you click spell, you've got to manually click it. There's no, you can do it automatically or whatever. I could technically train in Gringotts Bank because that's where the next boss is, or the first boss is. Spoiler, the first big bad boss is just a giant rat. Right, we've got summoners. There's Zero. There's Zero. Hello, can I buy? Right, plain work robe, a winter cloak, dragon skin, pointed heart leather, pack of name tags. Oh, we don't have enough. That says buy a leather belt, the plain boots, and the name tags. You acquire equipable items. Put the leather belt on. You lose some agility for that, but we are now kitted out with some boots and a belt. You're him, I mean, you're you, I mean, you're Harry Potter. The shops will buy back what they sell you at a reduced price, of course. Yeah. Oh, what books can I buy from you? Welcome to Flourish and Blocks bookstore. We aren't serving customers at the moment. You need to tend to an outbreak of bookworms, but please come back soon. Yeah. You get little things like that, which are basically just locked behind story progression. It's alright right now because there's not really much going on. All we've done is fought a few rats in an alley. Yeah, our agility does affect if we go first. Okay, that question's has been answered. But, as you can see now, we are now doing 12 damage with our Flipendo Uno spell. So, that's us. Ah, sickles. If I remember correctly, you've got to buy quite a lot of equipment and gear. Yeah, take this. 43 damage. But yes, as I said, this is the basics of Harry Potter. You get to Hogwarts. And this is where agility and all your stats come into play, because now I'm going last. It's not necessarily a bad thing going last. I'm joking, it is actually a terrible thing to go last in this game, because let's just say there's 3 enemies and they all do the same amount of damage, and you can barely survive all 3 attacking you. If you go first, you can take one of them out and you still got the other 2, which then say take you down to 40% health, but then you take the second one out and the other one then takes you down to 20% health. Then it's good. If you go last, then you're basically screwed. Pumpkin pasties. I remember pumpkin pasties are, yeah, it seems never to lose its flavour. And that's it. That's the game. It does go quite long. You get Diagon Alley, Hogwarts, there is about 7 floors of Hogwarts, several classrooms which you think, why are they here? But I believe there's an entire music classroom, piano, drums, saxophone. Quite a lot actually in the room. But that being said, it's not really a bad thing. I also believe you learn spells by a level up as well, I think. Obviously you get the classrooms where you learn lessons. Well, the lessons that learn spells. Ah, see, now this is what I'm talking about. Right now, they're doing 1 damage, but let's just say they were doing 13 damage a pop. It would be quite devastating. Because then I do that, and if I don't have the health I've got, they could easily take you out. So you might be thinking, well, why not take off the boots, get your agility back? Could do. Oh, and spells can also miss. Obviously, spells can also miss, so you don't get the walloping that you did before. And there goes another rat. But since I don't really want to be here forever, I'm going to heal up and go to Gringotts. Oh, never mind. Let's go straight to Gringotts because that should have healed me. Yeah, it did. Ooh, how much sickles have I got? 37 sickles. That couldn't buy me anything. Buy me 3 chocolate blocks. There's something written on the door. Enter stranger but take heed. If what awaits the sin of greed, for those who take but do not earn may pay dearly in their turn. If you ever get lost, press select to bring up a message about your current location. You are in a wizard's bank of Gringotts. See, now he's no longer wearing his just regular t-shirt. Hello, Hagrid. Hello, Harry. Good morning, Mr. Potter. My name is Griphook. We'd like to see Harry's vault now. You have his key, sir? Here it is. And there's also a matter of you-know-what we talked about before. All seems to be in order. Please follow me. Stay together, please. Come on, Harry. He tripped over a rock. And there you go. Now we're in Gringotts. Now we face bats. Well, these are slightly stronger. There you go. So that's that. That is that. Yeah, you do also get to the point where it is kind of dangerous. Usually when I'm playing this, I like to get to a point where I can just one-shot everything, really. Dun dun dun. Pepper up potion now. Pepper up potion. Pepper up potion. I believe that restores magic points. So, I think in Harry Potter lore, even on the games, I think a Wiggenweld potion heals HP, and in this game at least, the Pepper Up potion restores magic. Don't quote me though. Also, can I just note the fact that you tripped over and Hagrid just fucked off? Didn't even bother to see where you were or behind or anything. And also, Griphook and Hagrid got past the rat. There's like a giant rat in between you and your vault. And that's the boss. Because literally now, I've just taken you through the entire tutorial. Ooh, 10 sickles. Ooh, how many sickles have we got now? 58 sickles. I can buy some gloves. But if we wait, we can buy a standard quote. Also, equipping different items and all that does not change this look. Once you get to Hogwarts, obviously you're in black, you're in your school robes, as it were. So it's only this time. This game also had a sequel. Obviously, Chamber of Secrets. The Game Boy Color version of it. I played Chamber of Secrets, I think, on the GameCube, possibly on the Xbox as well. Possibly, don't quote me. And I cannot remember if I played the Game Boy Advance version. I vaguely remember it, but I don't know. I do remember it, but it might be in a dream. And that is your cards create a terrifying noise that causes one opponent to flee. Now, did that get rid of my card? That does get rid of your cards. Yikes. So now, you don't know what these cards are. And that's it. That's all. So after all that, just wasted a card set for one bat. Which isn't terrible, it shows you a lot what it's about and what it does. And I think after I hear it, I'm going to save it and we'll call it there. Hello lady, can I have a horrible potion again? Yes please, can I get healed? Thank you. So, let's save him. Once of the owl. Alright. And that's it, that's the save. Simple as that. So, right, this is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for Game Boy Color. I did want to play this again because I do want to play the Chamber of Secrets version, which is apparently exactly the same but with some major differences. But I don't know yet. So until next time, bye bye.